Hello Virgo, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and I'm here to give you your What's the Tea Tarot reading for the week of May 26, 2024. In this reading, I'll be drawing 3 cards from the What's the Tea Oracle deck. I will clarify those cards with tarot, and then at the end of the reading, I will draw some letters for you. Please remember, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's quite possible that not every message that comes through today will resonate with you. And if that's the case, it's okay. It just means it's intended for another Virgo watching. I do encourage you to watch your sun, moon, rising signs in order to get a more clearer picture of what you may be contending with this week. So with all that said, let's try to hop on your timeline now and give you some insight for the week ahead. Well, Virgo, Jupiter is now officially in Gemini at the time that I'm doing this reading. Jupiter is a very large planet, as I'm sure you know. It's very expansive when it comes to what it affects in our life. Jupiter takes 12 years to enter each sign, and when it does enter that sign, it remains there for about 12 months. So Jupiter in Gemini will have a very heavy effect on Geminis, but it does have some trickling effects on all signs. And for Virgos, the big impact that Jupiter will have on you is almost pushing you or encouraging you to take leaps of faith, changing jobs, changing career paths, leaving relationships, entering new relationships, really big life decisions. So I want you to think back to where you were 12 years ago and also 24 years ago. Think about the big life changes that happened in that particular year. Did you go to school, graduate school, move, buy your own home, get engaged, get married, have children, get a divorce, lose a significant family member that made quite an impact on your life? I just want you to think back to those 2 years, 12 years ago and then 24 years ago. That could very well be something that affects you again this year, but in a very positive, expansive way. So a lot of you could be changing jobs, will be finding a life partner, having children, leaving a relationship that's maybe on its last leg as of right now, and then finding yourself in a new relationship. So I know many of you have been having a difficult time lately, and I just want to tell you that Jupiter is here to the rescue. So thank you, Jupiter. Now let's see what's in the cards for you. And it should all start this week for you, again, in small steps, but you should start feeling at least some significant changes in your overall increased optimism, increased happiness, maybe exploring new places, finding yourself that you can adapt better to changes that are occurring. You could also be expanding your social networks at this time. So just be mindful of that. For those of you that have not been doing very well, there is that light at the end of the tunnel. It actually begins this week for you. So please remember to keep the faith. Okay, tapping into the Virgo collective for the week of May 26, 2024. What do they need to know about? What do they not see coming? And what do they need to prepare for? We'll do one more shuffle here, please, and thank you. First up, we have broke. So you or someone close in your energy could feel like they're emotionally, spiritually, or maybe even financially broke this week. Into you could have an individual that you feel the two of you have very good chemistry, very great vibes together, and just an overall happy, positive feeling when you're around one another. And then you have dodging bullets, blocking negativity, protecting yourself from the haters. I really like this for you. It seems like a lot of Virgos are coming into their power, putting up boundaries, standing up for themselves. So I like that very, very much. Bottom of tarot, I always say, this is what you don't see coming. Bottom of the What's the Tea Oracle deck are issues you will have to contend with this week, but to a lesser degree than the 3 on the table. We have boss daddy, could be boss mama. Again, a lot of you coming into your power, speaking up for yourselves, starting businesses or getting ideas on how to do side hustles or make extra money. For others of you, you could have an individual come towards you this week that could be like a boss daddy, boss mama, big D energy, you know, someone who looks good and smells good and all of that. And for others of you, you are that person to someone else. So really good energy. This is the equivalent for me in this deck to like the Emperor or Empress in tarot. In their head, you could have an individual who's over-analyzing, overthinking, overstressed. This could very well be you this week. So try to use that Jupiter expansive energy to rid yourself of those thoughts and try focusing a little bit more into optimism and happier things going on in your life. And creep-ins. So For some of you, that in their head in the creeping card is someone who may be like stalking you online. Just, I want you to be mindful of that and check your privacy settings. Let's see what tarot has. Broke. What does Virgo need to know about broke this week? One card, please. One more shuffle, please. And thank you. Broke is clarified by the Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here for Virgo? What does this have to do with broke? One more shuffle here, please. And thank you. Ten of Cups clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Temperance card. I like that, Archangel Michael here. Into you. What does Virgo need to know about into you? One more shuffle here, please. And thank you. Into you, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. Why the Seven of Pentacles for into you? One more shuffle here, please. Please, and thank you. Seven of Pentacles, further clarified by the Moon. Lots of major arcana cards here. The Emperor, which was that boss daddy I told you about. Had a feeling. And the Hangman. You now have very small, simple spread here. You already have 5 major arcana cards on the table. Dodging bullets. Why is dodging bullets here for the Virgo collective? Definitely have some divine intervention here at play this week for you. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Dodging another major arcana card, the Hierophant. Why the Hierophant? Why the Hierophant? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Hierophant, further clarified by Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, another major arcana card, the Hierophant, the Tower. This is what you don't see coming. Ace of Swords, Four of Wands. I just got chills looking at your reading. I think it was you in Pisces that I said I've been noticing in my meditations. I'm literally like visualizing a light at the end of the tunnel. I live close to New York City. And so I guess the way the messages come into me is like when you're driving through the Lincoln Tunnel or Holland Tunnel, going from like the Jersey side to New York or New York to the New Jersey side. Those of you who have done that trip, you know that part of that tunnel gets pretty dark, even though there's interior light. But as you're getting closer and closer, it gets brighter and brighter, and then you actually see like the light right on the other side with the city, regardless of which side of the tunnel you're exiting. And so I've been having that visual given to me during your meditations, and the same with Pisces. So I keep saying you guys are having a light at the end of the tunnel. I see it like actually like happening for a lot of you already. I think this is week 1, and it's going to be small. You might not notice it. It's not like a massive earthquake shift in your life. It's like a little aftershock, right? After like a big earthquake, it's a little rumble. You might not even notice it, but it's all happening in the 5D. So let me explain. I'm going to take it financial, then, single, financial, romantic if you're single, romantic if you're someone, and so forth and so on. So financial. For those of you who are in a current job situation, you may have been there a long time. Some of you up to 7 years. You've really put in the work. Others of you have, anywhere from 2 to 7 years that you've been there. You've really put in the work. You've persevered. You have been put in competition with other co-workers. You have a higher up this week that is noticing your work. They're also noticing that not only the level of skill you bring to the table, and that you usually have a very happy disposition while you're at work and you've been there a long time. Six of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. This all talks about someone who's been at work a long time. But what they're also noticing is you are also not being paid what your skill level is. They might be looking at you like, gee, I wonder how Virgo is getting by in this economy, or we're not paying them enough. This higher up could very well be nervous, almost like in their head, worried that you may be in your head out there looking for another job, looking for another Ace of Cups, looking for another opportunity at a job you will love that will pay you more or pay you equal to what your value and worth is. It is very possible for some of you that you receive some type of review, or you're told about like a performance review this week, which is all intended really to start this next financial cycle for some of you. Basically taking you like from broke to receiving equal reciprocity at your current employment for the long haul. So this isn't like a one-time bonus. I mean, you may get that, but it's not a one-time bonus. It's a perseverance. It's an investment they're looking to make in you. For some of you, they might offer to pay for you to go to school or get some kind of higher education in order to continue working there or to enhance your skills working there. That you could feel like this is a bit of a challenge for you, but I think for those of you that receive this offer, you do end up taking it. A lot of you, it comes as a tower moment. You didn't see this coming, that and higher up is actually acknowledging all the work that you've been doing. I think you have felt this whole time you kind of were hidden at work, maybe just a number, going in, punching the clock, doing your work and not being noticed. But I'm here to tell you there is a higher up, possibly a masculine, who is noticing the work that you are doing. They are seeing you in a new perspective. And this would be someone that you already have good chemistry with at work. So if this story is resonating with you, if this download or message is resonating with you, then you very well know who that higher up is. For those of you regarding finance and employment where you have been looking for other opportunities to make money, maybe you're feeling that you have been in financial lack, you're really up in your head, maybe not knowing on how you can achieve full financial happiness. I do believe that you have an individual this week, and I should have given you the signs in the beginning, I'm sorry. Sagittarius, Pisces, a Taurus, and an Aries. That's what's on the table. And a Taurus and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So take all that how it resonates with you. And then there we've got another Cancer over there also. So take it how it resonates for you. But for those of you that maybe you've been like looking for a side hustle or looking for a way to make some extra money, I do believe this week you have an individual for some of you, or I should say for most of you, that is going to offer you the potential to have a new financial cycle in your life. I do believe that this person is being brought into your life, or at least their idea to include you on this endeavor is like divine intervention to try to bring financial balance into your life. This, I don't believe this is like a get rich quick scheme at all. I think it's something you're going to love to do. It's something you can do in addition to your current job. You are going to pause, and that's understandable. You're going to pause, try to see things from all perspectives. Do I have all the details? What's hidden here? This sounds a little too good to be true. You might be a bit defensive when this person approaches you, but I think for most of you, at the end of the day, once you do your like return on investment numbers and you really think about it, I think you realize that this is something that could very well help you with in the long run. I think you know this person or these two people coming to you with this idea. I think you already have good chemistry. Could be already in your social circle, maybe even someone you work with that says, hey, we've been thinking, and you're really good at accounting, and maybe you're like some type of financial advisor, or you become like an accountant for their new business, something like that, little side hustle. But I do see it working out for you long run, where you are paid, and it does enable you to be more financially prosperous. So be on the lookout for that as well. Now, in regards to love, because that's what most of you are here for, let's be honest. If you are single, and I mean single, you're not waiting for a past person to come back, you're doing the healing work, you're looking to move forward, you could feel a little emotionally empty. And not that another person should make you happy, but you would like to be coupled or partnered up. So maybe feeling a little in lack when it comes to love. You're craving having someone in your life that you have good chemistry with and great vibes and positivity. You may be on the dating scene already, kind of dodging bullets, not really liking, not liking the options that are out there, really in search of your 10 of Cups and wondering, will I ever find someone who's my complete 10 of Cups? For those of you who've done the healing journey, you're not waiting for a past person and you are ready. This week, you very well could meet a Sagittarius, a Taurus, or a Pisces that offers you, and when I say offers you, I mean brings to your life the opportunity for a whole new beginning in love. This is someone who wants what you want. You have shared common values with them. You are in alignment with them spiritually. They want a long-term relationship. This is not a hit it or quit it individual. They have went through something similar in past relationships as you have been. They've been lied to. They've been cheated on. They have some pretty strong boundaries, as do you. But I think what you find automatically in this person is the communication style they have. It's really easy breezy. It's like you've known them forever. And some of you are really going to have that feeling. You're going to feel like, wow, this person's a really lovely person. You're automatically feeling like this spiritual connection with them. Could this be my divine counterpart? No, it can't be, right? Eight of Swords. No, it can't be. For a lot of you, it is. And you have this breakthrough. Look at this. Tower to the Ace of Swords to the Four of Wands. This person really has the potential to go long haul with you. We're talking a good, solid soulmate here for you that you could very well spend the rest of your life with. For those of you, like I said, looking, not interested in the past person, you've done your healing work, you've been focusing on yourself, focusing on your money. This is bam, out of the blue. Some of you could be invited to a gathering, a wedding, a birthday party, some type of outing, I want to say. I've got a lot of like nature photos here, picture depictions like hiking, being outdoors, maybe being invited to a wedding, a birthday party, some kind of celebration. For those of you in a more rural land, like you could be asked to like go to a farm or go to a more rural place, even if you're going by yourself, like a pick your own farm, let's say. I'm telling you, there's something outdoors, something to do with outdoors, with greenery, is where you meet this person, and they really come into your life out of the blue. I think for many of you, you're meeting this person this week. It's going to start off super, super slow because you have a lot of boundaries. But the one thing I think you're really going to enjoy with this person is the ability, the way the communication flows, that Ace of Cups to the Six of Pentacles. It just flows so easily with this person. I think you walk away thinking like, oh my God, I did not see this coming. I didn't see this coming. And I think for those of you like that, it's a bit of a tower moment for you this week. For others of you where you're in a relationship already, or you're already madly in love with someone, there's been some heartache, there's been some disconnection. For some of you, you may be in no contact with this person. You thought you had good chemistry. You thought everything was going well. There was great vibes. And then all of a sudden, the relationship, what you thought was the Ten of Cups, just came to an abrupt end with that Wheel of Fortune card. It's like the cycle stopped. It was destiny. It was a turning point. And some of you may be wondering, like, why am I going through this, right? Why am I without a partner? Why am I without? This is a card of lack, the Broke card. Why did this happen? Again, this happened due to divine intervention. I know you don't want to hear it. And when I went through it, I didn't want to hear it either. But this is Archangel Michael. And this is balance in love. 1 foot on land, 1 foot in water, all part angel. This really came in to help usher in for you a long-term partner. Someone you can have a higher level of commitment with. Someone who is in it for the long haul. Someone who respects your boundaries. Someone who has their crap together, whether they're male or female. This is an emperor. This is someone who rules their world with authority, their life with authority. It's not a flake, right? This is someone who has been enlightened to some degree. I think a lot of you who've dealt with this ending are feeling insecure, not feeling good enough. I want to tell you to do the healing work. You have an emperor or empress. You have a boss daddy who is going through their own stuff in their life so they can be ready for you. You're hanging on to the past, being up in your head, these negative thoughts, not allowing the karmic cycle to turn in your favor or resisting it, is delaying the arrival of this person. That's all you're doing. You're just cheating yourself out of a real 10 of Cups, real Hierophant, real enlightened, stable, solid person who will give you equal reciprocity, who's willing to go the long haul, who will pour into you as much as you pour into them. So for those of you hanging on to a past person, I'll be honest, I don't see them in the cards this week reaching out to you. I honestly don't think that they're meant to reach out to you. The overall feeling I'm getting is like you don't see it coming. Moon card, you don't see it coming, but there is an individual going through their own crap so they can come to you as the Emperor. The only thing you're doing is delaying their arrival. You're going to meet this person either way. I mean, what's meant for you will never pass you by, but the longer you take to heal and close this old one out, because that was not real. That was this. It was night tremors and night terrors and not knowing where you stood and lying and betrayal and cheating, all different for all of you. But that person, that was not the real deal. This is the real deal. I mean, this is a soul connection. This is a solid soulmate. This is the reciprocity and love, and it's something you don't see coming because you're so focused on the past. So I just want to say, those of you going through that, please take the time to heal. I know it's not easy. I've been there. I don't want to lecture you on it. You're a grown adult, and I get it. I've been there, but you have someone really wonderful waiting for you. So if anything, I hope that gives you some hope. For those of you in a current connection where everything is lovely and wonderful, it is happy home life and there's no arguments or anything like that, some of you could be having a discussion this week to have children, to expand the family. I don't think you've seen this discussion coming. I think some of you have been married for a while, 2 to 7 years, or with this person 2 to 7 years. In any case, if you're not married, this person might be asking you to enter a higher level of commitment with them. For others of you where you already have that higher level of commitment, there very well could be, a discussion of, hey, we're very financially stable, right? We have the 4 of Wands, we have the house and home and everything, and we're married or whatever. Let's have children now. We have so much that we can now give to others. So some of you could be discussing having children this week, or again taking your current healthy relationship to the next level. I'm going to go back to the singles real quick. You don't believe it, but what you went through was the divine helping you to dodge a really big bullet, and that just came to me, and that's why I felt inclined to share that with you. For others of you, you could have an individual this week from your past suddenly show up. And I'm taking this as more like a childhood friend, a family member that you have not spoken to in a long time. Like, I'm talking like 7+ years. Definitely, I'm feeling more on the end of family than I am on friend. But could be a family member who you've not spoken to in a long time. You could very well have them reach out to you this week looking for a handout, looking for some type of charity. They could be having financial issues. Maybe when the two of you were younger or whatever. I don't want to say you were both into one another. That sounds creepy weird if you're family. But I think like you got along really well. This could have been like a cousin that you were like best friends with growing up, and then you sort of lost touch as the years went on. It's really possible this person contacts you this week to ask you for money, and they kind of just like, it's like this phone call or this communication just kind of comes out of the blue. For some of you, they could just be showing up at your home, or they could be asking if they could come see you or come to stay with you. So just be mindful of that's use your intuition. We have that High Priestess card, so use your intuition when making that decision. But that's what I have for you, Virgo. I really do see a light at the end of the tunnel. So for those of you struggling, please hold on. You are almost there. For those of you that have done the healing work, I really think you have someone spectacular crossing your path this week. So just kind of keep your eyes open where you are. And if you receive an invitation this week to go to a wedding, I don't care if it's like 4 months from now, say yes. If it's within your budget and you can financially do it, say yes. I think you have an emperor or empress waiting for you at that point. Let's grab some letters for you now. I've been trying to get 5, 6, 7 for each of the signs. I'm sorry, it's a little loud. Let's get some letters now for Virgo. And I will post these letters below and pin them to the comment section for you. They may or may not resonate. F, K, U. Oh, you can't make it up. It's FKU. That's probably what you should say to the ex who treated you poorly. I'm terrible. FKU, HNPZ, EW, and U. I'm going to pull another one because that U is a repeat. V. FKU, that cracked me up, HNPZEWUV. And again, I will post those letters below for you and pin them to the comments. If you like this message, if it was interesting, I tried doing it a little bit differently this week, so let me know what you think about that. And of course, if it resonated with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Drop me some comments below. I always enjoy interacting with all of you. Until I read for you again, Virgo, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.